Good evening. Kiwi tennis has two new rising stars, and today they were out to prove they're the best in the world. Ewart Barnsley reports on their bid to upset the favourites in the World Youth Cup final.
The Kiwis lost one advantage early. Wellington's swirling wind. The weather forced the final under cover. Gales outside, but inside Theo Susnjak was blowing a storm of his own. France were defending champions, but reputations counted for little.
And there's the importance of getting a good first serve.
The French restored some pride in the second set. Susnjak was trailing love 3 and seemingly out of it in the third.
Well, that's a real shame.
When he decided to fire a few bullets of his own. The Kiwi had never lost a game at this tournament, neither had the Frenchman until now.
Actually, I was very nervous. There were a lot of people here, and there were a few expectations, so I just wanted to do my best, that's all.
New Zealand's always struggled for some sort of standing in the tennis world. Scott Clark had to prove our place in this final was no fluke. The Kiwi #1 cleaned up the first set and cruised to a 3-love lead in the second, but it was too good to last. The classy Frenchman left it to the last possible moment to regain his form. He fought back to win the second set and then take the third to tie the rubber 1 game apiece. New Zealand's never done better than 7th at the World Youth Cup. It's now up to our doubles partnership to make it a first. Ewart Barnsley, One Network News.
So just confirming, Susnjak storming back to win in that third set, but the Frenchman too strong for Clark in the second singles match. The doubles has just started. Full coverage in Grandstand at 1:05 tomorrow afternoon here on One. The Scottish rugby side's hoping to rewrite the history books early tomorrow. They've never beaten the All Blacks, but after 88 years of trying, they now think they've got the right formula. Liam Jeory reports.
Murrayfield is sold out, 37,000 seats. It could have been 60, but half the stadium isn't built yet. Scotland has never beaten the All Blacks, and for 88 years, Scottish teams have walked off the pitch saying, wait until next time. Well, now Scotland really does believe this is the time. They've chosen their tallest, heaviest players, hoping for a line-out advantage and telling everyone they can do it.
New Zealand rugby, it's well known to me, and I think I understand the way in which they prepare the game, so we're certainly know how disciplined they will be tomorrow and how they'll have stepped up a gear from the game so far, and nothing's going to come as a shock to us.
You know, I hate to look back on records and statistics and things like that, particularly when I guess you're in a position where you haven't been beaten before. But on the day, I mean, really it just comes down to how two teams perform on the day, and history doesn't mean a thing other than the tradition and pride that you're playing for.
And heart, plenty of heart.
But Scottish heart has never been enough to produce a victory before. Does Bill McLaren believe it will now?
I think the All Blacks will in. They're immensely powerful forward. I think they've still got a bit in hand.
Edinburgh is promising a fine day, and the All Blacks in Scotland the promise of a gripping test match. Liam Jeory, One Network News, Edinburgh.
Kiwi golfer Grant Waite hasn't had the best of starts to the third round of the Australian PGA Golf Champs. He began the day 7 under, but has dropped a shot after 2 holes.
Bit of a cannon off the cush there for Grant Waite.
Not such a bad mistake. This is the 3rd shot for Grant Waite, and do I believe my eyes? He's dumped it in the trap.
He's now 2 behind Australians Peter Fowler and Brett Ogle after rain delayed the start. Well, the Kiwi cricketers didn't have the best start either to their first innings against South Australia. They resumed today at 8 for 1, but Murphy Sewer helped stabilise things.
Nice little nick there, found the gap. So again, he continues to terrorise the slip cordon.
He and Mark Greatbatch were in aggressive form against the South Australian attack.
Brilliantly driven there by Greatbatch. That's an excellent shot. Overpitched, gave it the full face and placed it perfectly past the mid-on fieldsman. They pick up a comfortable 3.
So Greatbatch out for 65 and a fine knock from Sewer as well. A 118-run partnership. New Zealand already with the edge and 7 wickets in hand. Jimmy Thunder got a boxing lesson last night from a man he was expected to beat, and it cost the Kiwi his WBF heavyweight title. But Thunder won't be quitting. In fact, he wants a rematch. Here's Mary Durham.